If you click on your name, and on the top line, you should see somewhere it will say open in OneNote. If you click on that, there's a whole bunch of, some will get launch, some will get this, but what it will do is it will open it in the OneNote app on your desktop and open it in OneNote 2016 if it asks, sign in with your email address and your password, choose work account, but from then on, all you have to do is open your OneNote app like you open up Word versus having to go to your email and find it and open it that way. It's a lot cleaner process.
So I just do this.
Yep, go ahead and hit open link. OneNote 2016. Yep, there you go. And then go ahead and sign in with your email.
Yep.
It's
I
a lot
remember you have to
cleaner
type it in
process.
this one though.
Yes, you.
Okay. Because I had people writing over my crap all the time.
Yep.
Hate that.
I changed it for you,
Oh, okay.
2016.
so they shouldn't theoretically be able to do it.
It could say, do not write here in red, highlighted, exclamation points, and they'd still win.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Oh, you're in. You're in trouble. That's funny.
Do you want OneNote or OneNote 2016?
2016. The OneNote is like a light version, and
Yeah.
it's not as pretty.
I think that's a white version.
Should be.
And then you'll have to sign it again, but then every
Yes.
time now you can sign it out.
And it picks up everything. That's the $1 million company I signed.
Okay, it's opening.
Teaching login with that or
OneNote. Did I know? It's my job. Click on your name. You're always going to be in your name. Okay, so then open in OneNote.
2016.
What's your word?
Yep.
I can't, I signed in on here.
And it wants you to sign it again.
No,
There you go.
2016.
I can't.
Yep. And then if it asks you to choose work
Right.
or school, choose one.
Did you just go here and find OneNote and sign in? Okay, X out of that and go online. Oh, right here. So click on this and then 2016. Is that the one?
Work, yeah. Work.
16. And then it might have-
Out of work. Perfect. Beautiful.
All right, this makes it a lot easier, guys. Now you can just go to your start bar, find OneNote, and open it up that way. You don't have to go to your email, you don't have to do all of it, but yet it's still synced and saved on your OneDrive. Much easier.
Fast and easy.
Okay, that was my tech tip for the day. By the way, if you guys don't know, I'm Mrs. Tomlinson, I'm North High's librarian. I'm her partner in crime.
My partner in crime for research papers.
So I am here to get you guys into the databases, give you some search tips, and give you some citation tips. The library site, and you might want to put this on your page in your OneNote so you don't lose it. The library site is new this year. It's for all 3 high schools. It's SCC, Sioux City Community School District, library.com. So if you put that in your OneNote, then the passwords, you can use your individual school passwords. As a matter of fact, I'm sure your librarians would love it if you did. It's all the same except this letter is going to be E for East, N for North, and W for West. So that's going to be your username, and the password's all the same. So if you want to put that on the first page or your topic page of your OneNote, that way you always have it.
Let's do it right now together. Put it in, everybody take a minute, put it in under your class notes. Make a page, put in the link, put in the login, put in the passcode.
That way you're not Mrs. Hubert.
All right, Mrs. Galvin.
it anywhere, yep. Just so it's safe.
And OneNote automatically saves. That's also one of the beauties of using OneNote. Once you have it typed in, it is automatically saved.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to click on your name at the top. Get back to your pages. Always gonna have to click on My Notebook and find your Roxy notebook.
Right there. And then research paper.
Yep. And then
I
click on
should
your
get
page.
a solid jump. I don't know.
Are you, how did we do the tab at the top? Go, click the little blue arrow back. Oh, it's this up here.
I never say it like that. That's not easy.
Oh,
There you
because
go.
you're on hers, so you have everybody. You have to find your name.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. You're on my computer.
There you go.
I'm like,
Log out and put it in.
At least you can put your information in now. So then you type your stuff
Stay
in.
on your, yeah, stay on your
Stay on your
tab.
name, and you're fine.
Don't not go on anybody else's tab.
I shall change it.
Get cheap in trouble.
I was like, how does he have all that?
All right, I'm gonna move on.
I am so not ready. You can go.
Are you not ready yet?
Wait.
You're not ready? Oh, you are.
Of all people.
Neither am I. Slow.
W88.
Yep.
Ooh, I did send it.
Yep, good? Good. All right. I am going to go ahead and open up my library site. And I'm just going to tell you, I spent hours on this summer.
And they should have seen this before, because we've used it.
We have, okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the north, or to the 912 resources. Wait a minute. Before I even do that, I'm sorry.
Oh.
For those of you that will get home and go, I forgot how she did this. If you go to tutorials and you go to research stuff, if you scroll down, I made little videos on how to use this. Getting started, I found an article, what do I have to do? I can't find it. What else can I do? Copying and pasting a database citation. All of those are here. If you forget, go here and look. So what would be the wise researcher thing to do right now? Copy the link to the page and put it in your OneNote.
I would save the bookmark, and I would put it in your window.
Yeah,
Then
do
you
that right now.
can have these answers at any time.
Yeah.
Are these new?
I just finished this. Yeah, and I've added some of these in and out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can this go in that, I don't know anything about OneNote, I'm all new to this stuff, but can this go in that collaboration part or no?
I could put a link in there, so it'd be for everybody.
And could all of that stuff be in there, just what everybody just put in their thing? Could we just put it in the collaboration
links in
library
there?
or whatever?
Do you want the links to each video in there, or do you want just the link to the page in there? 'Cause
I don't know, I'm just asking a question. It doesn't even have to be, I was just asking.
Yep,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because remember, I'm doing this for B-Day too.
you can, yes, and you can
Okay.
even create a page in one person's and distribute it to everybody.
Okay.
All right, so now going back to the resources. Now, the other thing I do want to point out is this wonderful little tab. If you get stuck, you can click on that and you can email your librarian at your school. And you can say, hey, I'm stuck. This is what I've done. This is what I'm researching. Can you help me? And your librarian will help you. Mrs. Seifker, Mrs. Fisher, or I, me, sorry, will help you. Now, that doesn't mean I will do your research for you. You have to do some research. But if you get stuck and you tell me where you're stuck, I will dig around and come up with some things and email it back to you. So this is another option if you get stuck. We're not leaving you all out on a limb. All right? Yeah.
I would watch out when you touch the board because you'll start drawing.
You're gonna start drawing on it here soon.
You have high tech down here.
We do.
don't you? I don't have high tech.
No,
You can
All right.
draw on it.
So that being said, what we're going to look at right now is this big boy right here. This thing searches all of our databases with one search.
I taught them just this.
This is what you'll encounter in college.
Go online, go to the.
What this is going to ask you to do, though, is be a little more precise with your search terms.
Paste it in up there.
You cannot just search. Do we have a topic?
Anybody want to throw out their topic?
Just do global warming. Seems
Yeah.
like everybody's doing global warming.
Yeah, let's do this.
Not everybody, but.
All right, I'm going to type in global warming.
Online resources is what
We're
she
gonna
wanted.
do everything global.
I just typed in, I have 1 million returns. Okay? Now, I know you guys are like, he said this is better than Google. All right? You have to be a little more precise than just global warming. We want to be more precise with our search terms. The first thing I want you to remember, and here's a note that you might want to write down. If you have two words that you want to come up together, you're going to put them in quotation marks. Write that in your OneNote. I don't see anybody typing.
So in your OneNote, you want to write down, if you want two words to come up, put parentheses around them.
What if we
That's
do
what I would write in your OneNote.
those quotation marks?
Just like what Ms. Stewart is
Parentheses
writing
or
on the
quotes?
board.
Quotation marks.
Okay.
What this does is says, hey, EBSCO, find me those two words together.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it's going to find every record that has the word global in it and every record that has the word warming in it. And you might have warming up buns in the global kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
That's not gonna help you.
Not going to help you.
Write this in your OneNote somewhere so that you can answer that question yourself.
Yeah.
So write two words in quotation marks. It'll find the two words together, however you need to write it. That's my shorthand for what she said.
So I did that, and right off the bat, not better, but at least I got rid of 100,000. All right? First thing you're always going to do, right now it says, hello, guest. You're not going to see any record if you don't log in. So if you actually want to read something, you have to log in. So I'm going to log in.
How do I log in?
6039SX
Blank.
blank EW or N HS.
Doesn't matter.
You would put W, WHS.
Yep,
SXWH.
For West High School.
yep. And NWADA. That was,
It doesn't, but it does keep track of like,
Yep.
which, it's kind of just a data collection at that point. So it doesn't matter. If you use the wrong school, it's not the end of the world.
yeah.
Like, how did you get to the login page?
On the very top, when she did her first search, on the very top, it just popped up a bar. So type something in your search bar, do a search
Yep,
for it.
when I search and I get all these results, I can't go any further until I click on this little guy up here. I guess I have to quit touching that.
I have the same problem.
I have to go and.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Did you go back?
Yes, I need a mouse. I am mouse handicapped.
Mouse? No. She's up here.
Yes.
All right, so logged in.
Okay.
What do you run so? Like, so
I have a mouse, I just don't have a table. Thank you.
Or just use the board with your finger.
All right, while that's setting up the device. The next thing you're going to do, and this is in the tutorial, if you're looking at anything current, guys, which you are, you do not want results. If you look at my results down here, publication date, 1950. We don't want this. For the type of research you're doing right now, I would say you probably, what are you going to say, 8 years?
Probably. Some topics might be more recent than that, but everybody says current, right?
Well, what if I'm comparing the nuclear stockpiles of
Perfect,
the
then you
rating?
can
Yes,
narrow it
then I
down,
can
yeah.
definitely go in there, yeah.
So you just make sure that what you're searching isn't, yeah, you don't need information from 1950s
Right.
if you're talking about Trump.
Right, so what I would do, for general starting, I would say no more than 10 years ago.
Got
I think that's a good plan.
For general purposes, I would automatically come down here and just say, Mitt, I'm gonna do 2010 or
So-
2008.
So if you aren't going to remember all of this, I would write that down in your OneNote as well.
The great thing is there's a tutorial that tells you how to filter all these on that first page she showed you.
I just got rid of 400,000 records. Oh, yeah. Okay. And I haven't done anything. I haven't even looked at anything.
Do you need help?
All right, the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to trust EBSCO because they have all sorts of logarithms and algorithms and brains and stuff that I don't have. I'm going to go to their subject section. I'm going to show more. And now I'm going to scroll through. What they've done is they've further subdivided out the topics. They have all of them about greenhouse gases brought together. There's 2,000 of them. They have all of them about climatology together. There's 3,000 of them. I'm going to go down and look at the topics that maybe apply to what I'm researching.
So for some of you who had these topics, and we kind of did some discussion about how are you going to be more specific with your topic, you could even look through this and read a few of these articles to get to that specific.
I'm going to do
They made the connections for you, use that tool.
Yeah, the effect of human beings on climate change. Boom. Now, my suggestion, one at a time.
Subject, you click subject and it pops that up. Yep.
Do it one at a time. Now I'm down to 800 records. That is so much more manageable, guys, than 1 million.
So one more time, will you go through the step of how you found that? You put in global warming in your quotation marks.
Yep.
You
I went
narrowed down your
down,
date,
I went to the time, and then I came down
scrolled
to
down further on the left,
subject,
and clicked on subject. It
and
popped
it
up
did
that
show
box.
more. Yep. Now, one more tip, guys. If you look at these, you have periodicals and you have academic journals. Your periodicals are your magazines that we normally read. Time, Newsweek, stuff that you can pick up anywhere. Your academic journals, on the other hand, are written by professors in universities. They might be sometimes really hard to read. Don't not try them, but
Just be aware that if you open one and you're reading this and you're going, I have no idea what these words are saying to me,
just close
choose
it.
a different one.
Don't worry about it.
Don't find it.
Yeah. Sometimes I read some of them, I'm like, whoa. So yeah, don't feel frustrated if you can't read an academic journal because they are written for people in that field with that terminology. So once you do that, and here's even a great video, once you find a record, go ahead and click on it. You can listen to it. You can listen to it. If your first language is not English, you can translate it into multiple languages.
Isn't it awesome?
All right. What I would do is immediately, even if you don't think you're going to use it, just copy and paste it into your OneNote. Why would we do that, Mrs. Hoover?
So you can find it again later when you go, hey, I remember I clicked on this one thing one time and it talked about defending climate science. And you need to find that again. So instead of redoing all these searches and trying to find it and sift through like piles of information, you'll have it. So even if you put it in your OneNote and you title it, might use later, at least it's there.
Doesn't, you guys, copy and pasting costs you nothing.
I know.
It's better to have too much than too little.
Plagiarism.
It's not plagiarism.
It's not plagiarism.
You're not publishing it.
Yep.
You're turning it in for a grade.
So I would just take this and copy and paste it into your OneNote. Now here is the kicker that you guys have to do.
gets really upset about this, obviously.
Because you don't, and you're like, I can't find the citation.
Oh.
All right, over on the side is cite.
Wow, this is amazing.
If you go, oh, I know, remember when we had to do this
I
stuff?
You
can't
had the little
believe
brown
it.
handbook that you could
Yes.
open up and be like, here's my author.
We didn't even have this.
I,
That's awesome.
What's a brown hand?
just, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, that's what we
Like,
had.
you used to have to form all of this.
By yourself,
Wow.
by figuring
By yourself.
out what type of article it was, handwriting.
You had to look
Yeah.
at this,
I definitely would not.
You.
we had to look at this
Yep.
Yep,
on paper,
yep.
copy it on a machine, take it home, and then type it in to a typewriter in
And you get to go click
this
and
format.
then scroll and then
What is
done.
With the typewriter.
I used a typewriter in preschool. It's very
That's
old.
what we had to do. So, what you're going to do, and shame on you if you don't do this.
Okay.
You are going to copy this thing,
Choose MLA, because English
That's what
class,
we
I
do.
always make you do MLA.
you're gonna copy it, and you're gonna paste it into your OneNote. So you deserve to be beaten with a stick if you don't do
So
this.
this is just as easy as going to the top and copying and pasting the link.
Because you can't get back to the link.
Yeah.
Can't with, when you're signed into the database. So copy the article, copy your citation on every article you find on a database, and then your works cited at the end is like, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, done.
Plagiarism.
No.
Not
It's not
plagiarism. You
plagiarism.
have that in there.
You just like to hear yourself talk.
All
Well,
right?
when I have to
Questions,
record
Leslie?
this, I have to.
Are you contemplating a question? What's up?
I will show you what you do with that, my children.
More stuff.
No, I thought this was dead.
What if you have 3 articles but they're not cited?
That's fine. We know that some of your first articles are coming here.
Yeah,
You'll
the
get
first
additional.
one, I didn't ask you to
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
That's fine, she's gonna show you right now.
Yep. We're gonna end up with 6.
All right, I've got me a citation.
Doodle tools.
Yeah. And you all go, eh. All right. I'm copying this. I found the Doodle Tools. I went to copy and paste. I did this. I pasted it. I did save. Boom, it's right there. It's done. I'm done.
You do that with all your articles and then
If you do that with all your
export it, you're
articles, your works cited page is done. Now, if you want to do this all by hand, go right ahead.
Yes.
I think you're crazy.
So I just have to have a last page with citations? Just one page of citations?
Your
Or do I have to
works
cite
cited,
on the page?
You'll do in-text citations, where like if you put a quote in, you're gonna put that author's last name in there. That's your in-text citation, and if there's an in-text citation in the essay, you have to have that article in your works cited.
Yeah,
so
but it
that you
doesn't
have
have
to
to be
match.
on the bottom of the page for.
Nope, we're not
No,
doing that,
that's
no, it's
just
already
follow.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Missy, but you're gonna help us with this, right?
Yeah, we're gonna walk you through this many
Yep,
times.
and how to do that is right there on that help sheet.
Check that out, she's got a short tutorial on it. or
And that's on that front page?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
So, I know I went over a lot of stuff, guys. I'm not gonna sit here and show you 87 more things to do. The best way for you to learn is to get in there and use it. So I still have another half hour before I have to go. So what I want you guys to do is start searching the databases when